Dear viewers, today we are going to discuss some important assumptions of poststructuralism. In simple words, poststructuralism is a mode of inquiry that challenges our received notions of truth and knowledge. Here are some of the basic assumptions of poststructuralism. Number 1, language is the key to understanding reality. Number 2, the meaning of a word is determined by its relation with other words. Number 3, meaning is the product of difference. It is not directly related to the external world. Number 4, meaning is delayed during communication. It is subject to the process of deferral. Number 5, the term difference subsumes difference and deferral. Number 6, the signified is subject to an inherent instability. Number 7, everything is always mediated by language. Number 8, speaking is as unreliable as writing. Number 9, deconstruction exposes the apparent coherence of literary texts. Number 10, a text never achieves closure. Let us throw some light on these assumptions. Number 1, language is the key to understanding reality. We cannot survive without language because it is language that keeps us connected with the external world. All interaction takes place because of language. All communication takes place because of language. We articulate our perception of reality through language. Number 2, the meaning of a word is determined by its relation to other words, as no word can exist in isolation. The meaning of a word is affected by its link with the past elements and future elements. In this connection, Derrida says, the movement of signification, if possible, only if each so-called present element is related to something other than itself. The phrase, the movement of signification, implies changing nature or constant variation of meaning. Point number 3, meaning is the product of difference. It is not directly related to the external world. Meaning is conveyed because of difference, in the form of words and letters. If all the words or all the letters were same, no meaning would be possible. Number 4, meaning is delayed during communication. No word can convey its meaning independently. Each word carries the traces of other words. So, meaning of a word is adulterated during the process of communication. The adulteration in meaning takes place because of the interplay of words. We cannot isolate the meaning of a word from the adjacent words. In this process, some delay takes place in understanding the meaning of a word. Number 5, Derrida has introduced a term difference. It is a composite term. It contains the idea of difference as well as the idea of deferral or delay in communication. It implies that meaning is the product of difference and meaning is delayed during the process of communication. This is a never-ending process. He calls this process an endless chain of signification. Number 6, the signified is subject to an inherent instability. With slight variation in signifier, the signified is changed. Number 7, everything is always mediated by language. Language never offers us direct contact with reality. Language always inserts itself between us and the world. So distortion takes place in meaning. There is nothing that can escape language. That is why Derrida says there is nothing that is outside text. Number 8, speaking is as unreliable as writing. True meaning is also deferred in speaking. Howsoever self-assured we are about what we say, we become the victims of the independent play of language as soon as we start speaking. So we can never fully control the meaning of what we say because it is affected by difference. It is not the same as it was intended. The surplus meaning generated by the independent play of language affects the intended meaning. So meaning derives not from the intention of the speaker, but from the way language works. Number 9. Deconstruction exposes the apparent coherence of literary texts. Deconstruction is Derrida's practice of analyzing and dismantling texts in order to reveal their inner contradictions. It targets the semblance of stable meaning contained in all the text. The stable meaning rests on binary oppositions. These binary oppositions are constituted by one central and one marginal term. Deconstruction tries to demonstrate that these binary oppositions are not fixed, despite apparent fixed patterns of text. In other words, deconstruction decenters the central term in a text and reinterprets it by replacing the central term with a marginal term. Number 10. A text never achieves closure. For Derrida, the meaning of a text is always unrolling like a never-ending carpet whose final edge never reveals itself. So there is no final meaning. The text remains a field of possibilities. To conclude, it can be said that language is a system of signs governed by difference. Though indispensable, language is a fundamentally unstable and unreliable medium of communication. Deconstruction reverses the binary in a text and reinterprets it, revealing its hidden aspects. Last but not the least, a text keeps unfolding itself because of free play of meaning and defies a formal conclusion. Thank you very much.